Hey guys, we're back with another YouTube video. In case you didn't know, my name is Josh McCauley. I'm an online fitness and sobriety coach. I help those going through cocaine addiction, alcoholism, and gambling addiction. So today this is going to be a little bit different style video. I'm going to do a little bit of motivational talk and discuss how you can overcome your struggles and how you really need to accept things to move on. I guess we could start it off here. So growing up, we all experience things differently. We see things we don't like. And a lot of times in our childhood, we adapt behaviors that we see from our parents, from our friends, from our surroundings. Some good, some bad. And oftentimes, we hold things in. We have problems, and we learn to deal with them in a certain way. We replicate behaviors that we see from our parents. So for me, I had always seen alcohol around me, whether it was my friends, at family. I saw people drink when they were happy, when they were sad, when they were fighting, all of these things. And when I started out drinking, it was for fun. I had a good time with my friends. I would go out, it would be something sneaky, something fun. But there was a turning point in my life where I had lost a big soccer game. I was very young, I was 14, 15, and I had been stashing away beers. And one night I got home, I was sad, I felt like I left my school down. I let my school down, let my parents down. So I drank. And that specific moment was a turning point where I compared alcohol to fixing my problems. And I had learned that from people being around me, my environment. And I'm here to tell you guys that you can break away from that, because that specific instant carried with me for 15 years, or not 15 years, 10 years, because I continued to use alcohol as a way to escape, as a way to numb my problems, as a way to feel okay. Because I still remember how that sip made me feel when I was 15 years old. It felt like everything was at ease. There's an Instagram picture I posted. It's still up on my main page. I was laying in my bed, I was crying, and I was drinking. I numbed the pain. And I remember that specific instant because it carried with me and it dramatically affected my life. I've lost everything. My family split. I lost a 5-year relationship. It led me to a drug addiction. It led me to a serious gambling addiction. And it almost cost me my job. It's costed me so many things. But I'm here to tell you guys that you can break away from that. Just because you grew up in an environment that has alcohol, that has substances, don't let that define you. You can break away from that. And it took me a long time to realize that because I accepted who I was. I'm an alcoholic. That's how my family is. Because there are generations and generations of alcoholism in my family. My great-grandfather died of sadness from drinking. So it's something that you could break away from, because I know there's specific instances in your mind where you hated as a kid, or you promised yourself that you would never be like that you would never do those things because it hurt you so much. And you slowly find yourself replicating that behavior, being exactly what you said you wouldn't. And you can put a stop to that. It's not easy. You have to break away and teach yourself how to properly do things. After I went to rehab, I had to break away and break down everything I've ever known. I started reading books to understand, because for so long, for example, love. I thought I knew what love was. I was in a 5-year relationship, then I got left. And in my home life, I saw 2 people who loved each other, always fighting. So I started reading books on love, on psychology, trying to make sense of it, because none of it made sense to me. Everything I knew about love was a lie. So I read the 5 love languages. I started reading psychology books to understand. I started reading financial books, so I never have to stress about money. So I never have to hear about money arguments again. Because I remember being a kid and hating that, stressed. And I had it good, but there was always financial conversations, the 2008 market crash. As a kid, that stressed me the fuck out. And things like that, I never want my kids to have to go through. I never want them to have to see me arguing. I don't want to hear financial problems. I want them to be set, and I want them to not see alcohol. I want them to have so many things. And if I was continuing on the path that I was, replicating the behavior that I had always seen, the same thing would happen for my kids, and it would be passed down from generation to generation. But you can be the one to stop it. When are you going to stop the line? When are you going to stick up and be the person that you need to be? Because I'm telling you, you can. It's all about when you want to start. Do you want to start now, or are you going to start next week and then never do it next week and say you're going to do it the next week? Because now is the time to change. now is the person that you need to be. So you tell me, are you ready? Because I can help you get there. If you're interested in getting sober and becoming the best version of yourself, DM me Start on Instagram. My username is Josh McCauley _. The link will be in the description. If you guys have tuned in, if you guys are continuing to watch this, subscribe, please. We're almost at 500. I'm very grateful for all of you. I'm blessed. Thank you for the support. This was a little bit more of a serious one, but I'm telling you guys, you can change. So peace out, guys.